What's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here, and check it out. Finally, the surprise is no longer a surprise. Cat's out of the bag. The spider has entered the building. That is right. The Civil War-inspired Tom Holland Spider-Man is coming to LEGO Marvel's Avengers in the form of the surprise DLC that was announced last week by Arthur Parsons. And, not really a huge surprise. If you followed my video from when it was kind of announced, this is exactly what I speculated it would be. Would be some way of adding the Civil War Spider-Man to the game. It's a no-brainer, and now it makes even more sense. If you look at the USA Today article I posted in the description, you'll see that this is across the board. Everything, Marvel toys, all the Marvel video games, everything across the board is getting the Tom Holland Civil War Spider-Man treatment, and it makes total sense. Obviously, back in January when this game came out, I don't believe that I don't believe the actual cat was out of the bag as far as Spider-Man being in the game, but it is now, and obviously Marvel wanted to hold back everything. He's not in any of the toys. He wasn't in any of the pops. Everything across the board was off limits. So it makes sense that TT Games kind of had to hold back Spider-Man in this game. So now we're here, and we know that Spider-Man is in fact coming. And what else can we expect? Well, what I can tell you is it is a character pack. It is not simply adding one character and that's it. We're good. This is a character pack, so there will be multiple Spider-Man related characters. So what does that mean for Deadpool? Well, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up because I'm certainly not getting mine up, but it doesn't really rule him out per se, because for me, there's two characters that I think a lot of people made a big deal about not being in this game, and that's Spider-Man and Deadpool. And they had an opportunity to alleviate a lot of animosity towards the game, and let's face it, there's more towards this game than there has been for any Marvel game. I can see it in the comment sections of my videos. I can see it in the comment sections of all the other LEGO YouTuber videos. People wanted Spider-Man and people wanted Deadpool, and this is a great chance to add them both. I don't think they will because, I don't know, there's this false sense of morals that everybody seems to have when it comes to Deadpool, even though in the comics he's essentially toned himself down. But having this be a Spidey DLC does not hold them back from including Deadpool, because if you follow the comics, right now Deadpool has a team-up comic with Spider-Man and Deadpool. And it's phenomenal. If you're not reading it yet, you should be, because it's probably my favorite book going right now. As a matter of fact, it is, because I'm not reading anything else out of spite for the Marvel Universe. But, so there is that opportunity. And, again, need I say more, but Deadpool is, in fact, a card-carrying member of the Avengers. So, it's a great opportunity to get him in here. But let's be honest, they're not going to do it. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I fully expect them to drop the ball on this, and it's unfortunate that I feel that way because I don't generally feel that way about TT. So I hope they had the gusto to do it, because it's going to make a lot of people happy, and I will not make, honestly, if they don't include Deadpool, I'm going to make a video talking about all the awful things that have happened with other Marvel characters that they did put in this game, because quite frankly, other than having a rated R movie, it's really not that big of a deal with Deadpool. He's actually a lot less sophomoric, we'll call it, than he has been. But I don't want to make this about Deadpool. Let's talk about Spider-Man. So what else are we going to see? Well, I think we're going to see at least 8 characters, because if you remember back to LEGO Batman 3, they introduced the Heroines and Villainesses pack, and that was a fan service pack where they added 8 characters that fans were griping for, that they had wished were in the game, and that hadn't been. So I feel like 8 characters is a nice solid number. I hope that it's not just a bunch of different Spider-Man costumes. I hope that there's actually a solid amount of different characters. One of which I don't want to say guarantee, but like I feel like a really great choice is going to be Miles Morales. It makes a lot of sense. He is currently in the Avengers, or maybe he isn't. I don't know. But you know, he's been a heavy focus for Marvel ever since Secret Wars ended and all the universes merged together. I'm reading Secret Wars now, and he had a pretty decent role in Civil War. I mean, not Civil War, Secret Wars. So Miles Morales is one. Another one is a character that is very, very, very quickly becoming one of Marvel Comics' most popular characters, and that is Spider-Gwen. Yeah, that's right, Spider-Gwen. She is really. I mean, I'm really starting to grow on her. I kind of thought it was, you know, a weird character, but she's got a really cool look and would look really awesome in this game. And I just really hope, like, it's a great female character to add. So I really hope that Spider-Gwen is one of the characters. If they're gonna do a bad guy, I really feel like Venom and Green Goblin are the obvious choices. I don't know if they're gonna do that though, but we'll see. You know, there are other. I mean, honestly, you know, I think you can really relate Deadpool with Spider-Man as much as you can, like, Wolverine at this point. I think those are like the 2 characters that he personally appreciates the most. But you know, we'll see there. I mean, if they are going to do a bunch of different Spider-Man costumes, which, again, I really hope they don't. I wouldn't be shocked if, you know, they did, like, maybe Spider-Man Noir because it's something different. It would be kind of cool if they did End of the... what is it? Edge of the World or End of the World? I have the suit in my my Marvel Heroes, but it's kind of like an armored suit, which looks awesome. Iron Spider would make a lot of sense if they want to, you know, relate it to Civil War, the Civil War in the comics, because that is kind of who he became in the comics, Iron Spidey. Scarlet Spider. There's Spider-Ham. You know, this is a kid's game, so Spider-Ham would certainly be interesting. But, you know, I don't know. I just have a hard time with the whole Deadpool thing, so we'll see. I don't want to, like, complain the whole video. I want to focus on what's good. Spider-Woman would make a lot of sense because she's been a pretty big deal, and she has a new costume. Silk would make a lot of sense. You know, another newer character that they've kind of introduced into the Spider-Verse. 2099 Spider-Man. Like, again, I hope it's not just a big DLC full of a bunch of different Spider-Man suits. I hope they do kind of mix it up a little bit. But I think if I had to sit here and say there are going to be 4 different characters that I had to pick that would be in this DLC, I would say hands down, obviously the obvious Civil War Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, and Spider-Woman. Those are like my 4 picks, 2 male, 2 female, and everything else from there, you know, we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do you guys think? What are you guys speculating? Who do we think is going to be in there? From what I understand, it comes out Tuesday, May 24th. So I'll be waiting around my Xbox right at the crack of midnight. So let's cross our fingers. Maybe they do the right thing and they put Deadpool in here, because it'll certainly make a lot of people happy. And like I said, he's got his team-up comic with Spider-Man right now. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Congratulations to all you Spider-Man fans. You finally get to enjoy a character that, let's face it, belonged in the game to begin with. And yeah, we're out. See ya.